Waiting for myself to turn up on the old camera here. Maybe there's a bit of a lag. Maybe there isn't. Hello? So no idea if I'm streaming or not. Just need to keep going, just see if it turns up. I don't know. How's everyone doing? I'm always having my little technical panic attack. Well, I should be streaming really, so let's have a look again. Let's open up my browser. Can't stand this. Let's go. Is it playing? I am live. There we go. Okay. Always the way. Always the way. I'm panicking because I've got the thing on my phone and I'm looking at it thinking I'm not streaming because it's showing my static image. I've got quite a good thumbnail at the moment. Also, I just remembered I didn't replace the squeaky chair. I keep on meaning to get myself like a proper chair, but this chair's started squeaking. I might blame Mrs. O'Sullivan because since the old pandemic's happening, this office stroke storeroom has been used by her quite a lot. This is normally my little den, but it's not right now. So anyway, I'm not expecting any watchers, any viewers yet, so this is me playing a bit of No Man's Sky, and I'm going to do my usual thing. I'm a bit at the moment. I think I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, runny nose, stuff like that, so I don't think it's the old COVID. We had a bit of a scare of that last week, but it turned out to be nothing, or a bit of a cough. But now I'm the one with a sore throat, runny nose, but I know runny nose and sneezing not really a COVID symptom, more of a cold symptom. And I've got the kids in these germ warfare labs that we like to call primary schools, so there's that as well. Hope everyone's all right. I'm going to do a little tiny bit of reading today, and then and there's no real theme to the stuff I'm going to read because it was all a bit last minute. Also, I've not written anything. I've not really written anything this week, so while I'll do a bit of the old live writing still for this, and hopefully I'll find some interesting stuff to write about. I didn't do any writing. I'm not saying that the writing I've been doing has been top notch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's super duper good quality, but I've just not done any this week. So people have said that, so I'll just go. I'm just going to read some stuff out and then go straight into the live writing. I won't start properly until we hit about 8 o'clock. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so no Japanese whiskey tonight, I'm afraid. And I enjoy the Japanese whiskey, but I'm just not feeling too well. So, especially if I'm slightly fluey or coldy, alcohol is the worst thing to have. I've learnt from previous mistakes on that one. So I called this stream No Man's Skyku, so I probably will write some haiku, but I thought it'd be cool to read out some haiku as well as write some. But I was reading a book. This is a Kindle app on an e-ink tablet, not a Kindle. It's quite good. It means I can open up other reading apps on it. But I've been reading this book by Hiroaki Sato. He's meant to be the best translator, or one of the most celebrated translators of haiku in the world. Of haiku into English, I should say. Of Japanese haiku into English. And this dude, so he wrote a book called On Haiku. I've recommended it before. I kind of fell off it. I was just having to do other stuff, read other stuff, and I got back onto it. And there's this quite long chapter about the haiku that were written during the Pacific War, the Indo-Pacific War, you know, in the Second World War. And it's pretty eye-opening. So he's done these summaries of these quite, I guess these poets who were writing at the time. And there's just this one dude that I read about today, and his name is Watanabe Hakusen. And I thought I would just read out the stuff from. So sorry. I hope this is a good enough view for now. I will get out and do stuff in a minute. This is I found, I don't know if anyone watched it last week. Last week's stream I started playing this, And I have played this game before, but I had to kind of do a new start because this is a different console. And I was on this hell planet, this toxic hell planet, where you had to run around, grab materials before you died, and it was very survivally. And as people know from my playthroughs of Ancestors, I'm rubbish at survival games. So I played this game a bit more this week. So I found a nicer planet. It's quite lush. There's a little bit of toxicity, so I have to kind of charge up my suit, my space suit, every now and again. But it's a pretty mellow planet, so we're going to stay on this pretty mellow planet. Maybe do a bit of exploring, just for this stream. I've not got very far in this game, so I'm just going to stay in my cockpit of my ship while I read some stuff out. I'll read some stuff out, then I'll start playing and writing. So let me read about this dude, because I just found him really interesting. So, Watanabe Hakusen was employed by a publishing house after graduating from Keio University in 1936. My pronunciation is obviously going to be terrible. 2 years later, he published a series of 116 war haiku that were highly critical of Japan's 1937 military expansion in China. In the chapter, he's already listed some atrocities that happened, that the Japanese inflicted, especially on Chinese. So in their Singapore territories and stuff like that, they were basically genocide inflicted on Chinese populations there. So anyway, in 1940, he became one of the 15 haiku poets arrested and jailed in the Kyodai haiku incident. Again, sorry for pronunciation. The government stepped to repress the newly rising movement. Ordered not to write and publish haiku, he turned his attention to a study of classical hokku. Hokku is a more formal form of haiku that is often used in very formal renga sessions, when lots of people are sort of contributing to a very long poem and adding their little links to the verse. Hakai was the more kind of casual form of haiku that was written normally among writers rather than in these formal ceremonial events. So, he turned his attention to a study of classical hokku. The use of colloquialism and the syllabic formation that barely scans convey a sense of frustration and derision. So let's read some of his. In front of an MP, I slipped and fell. Blap. MP, he means military police, not like someone who stands up in Parliament and goes rah, like that. There's the poem. There you go. In front of an MP, I slipped and fell. Blap. Kempe, the military police, was patterned after that of France, and after the direct control of the army minister, held military, administrative and judicial powers, along with the special hire police, Tokubetsu Koto Keisatsu, or thought police. The Kempe was regarded as the dreaded arm of repression. Can't really read this one. Well, I don't really care about whether I'm monetized or not. Maybe I should just read it out anyway. It's art, you know what I mean? Let's not censor art. So there'll be rude words in this poem, okay? It's a Japanese translation of Japanese haiku. This snowy town, damn it, motherfucker, go fuck yourself. There it is. Hiroaki Sato translates haiku as a single line because they're written as a single line. It's a Western affectation to turn it into 3 lines. Sato also, to be fair though, the 575 thing that people associate with haiku, it's kind of there in the Japanese. It's still sort of 14 breath sound or 14 syllables length, but it is written as one line in Japanese, even though it still kind of divides into 3 segments, but it divides implicitly into 3 segments. I like writing single line haiku myself. Not always. You know, I feel like I'm under pressure to kind of stick to 14 syllables and do 3 lines just in case someone goes, that's not a haiku. Normally someone who doesn't know what a haiku is. Anyway, okay. I'm just going to show you that one more time because I love it. That one made my ears prick up even though I was reading it silently. Okay. Next one. War was standing at the hall's end. On a hill, I saw a mysterious town called Home Front. In June 1944, Hakusen was drafted into the Marine Corps of the Navy in Yokosuka. In the following haiku, he makes fun of a practice of the Japanese military replacing common words with difficult ones, be it with hard-sounding words or with difficult Chinese characters. The shirts, long johns, sentries, threes on laundry day. Here, Shatsu's shirt, which is normally written in katakana, or I'm reading Sato's, commentary, by the way. Here, Shatsu's shirt, which is normally written in katakana, or hiragana syllabary, is given the Chinese characters shini, which means that which is worn close to the skin, and zubonshita, long johns, is replaced by koshita, that which is worn under the pants, thus making them appear authoritarian and intimidating. It's also worth noting that the Japanese military rarely used hot water except for cooking and bathing. Hence why the long johns were frozen, I'm guessing. In the summer sea, a single sailor went missing. Hakusen wrote a sequence of 11 haiku after his unit was attacked by a fleet of grummons. I don't know what a grumman is. From dead angle, a grumman's face presses upon me. The war is noisy, smoky, I want to scream. Friend's blood, spurt, pounce in 8 directions. And the next one really caught my attention when I was reading it early. To the deck of blood comes a twilight, limpid, cold. I'm going to read that one again. To the deck of blood comes a twilight, limpid, cold. I read it correctly the second time. I love that one. Just a reminder that in haiku, I spoke about this a lot when I was doing my Red Dead Redemption Twitches. And in haiku, there tends to be 2 images juxtaposed of each other. So that's mainly it. That's mainly the only thing you have to think of when you write a haiku. Don't count syllables with your fingers and stuff like that. Think of 2 images, normally one of them that has a seasonal aspect to it, compared with each other, placed together, and a kind of minimum of language used in order to frame them. And you pretty much got yourself a haiku. You'll probably write a more faithful haiku than all this 575 bollocks. That's my advice. It was while Hakusen was stationed in Hakodate, Hokkaido, that Japan surrendered. The Emperor himself made the surrender announcement on the radio at noon on August 15, 1945, by reading the Imperial Edict ending the Greater East Asian War. The Japanese had been told to listen to the gravely important broadcast in advance, and it was aired not just throughout Japan, but to all the colonies and places where Japanese military units were located. But the radio broadcast conditions were poor. The Emperor also spoke in a special classical language reserved for imperial edicts, so most people did not understand much of what they could hear. His broadcast was called Gyokyon, the jewel sound. Oh, the game's gone to sleep. Those who understand the jewel sound, step forward. It's a sort of slightly sarcastic haiku there. Okay. One more paragraph about Hakusen, and then I'll read something different. Although Hakusen took part in the formation of the Modern Haiku Association in 1947, he ended up not publishing a selection of his haiku before his death. In 1975, his haiku were assembled and published in 2 volumes. The main volume, with all the pieces in his own handwriting in ink and brush that he had prepared before his death, and the supplementary one with uncollected pieces. So that's a bit about Hakusen, and I've got to say, I'm going to look this dude up. I have no idea what's this. There might be nothing available of him in English, apart from what's been kind of conveyed by Sato here, Hiroaki Sato. But he really stood out when I was reading it earlier. Okay, let's get out of this stupid thing, shall we? I'm going to read some more poems in a minute, but firstly, this is kind of my base. Look. There's some like weird 2-legged creature thing. Look at his fat legs. They're quite cute, actually. I've already got 2 pets in this game. You can make pets now. Now, I've got 2 guys as well. I've got 2 guys working in here. I'll keep you appraised of what's happening in a minute, right? But Rah, get back in. Okay. I'm just going to stand on the roof. I don't think anything's going to try and kill me. But, you know, I might change my camera angle as well. Not photo mode. Where is it? Toggle camera view. There we go. I do like a bit of the old first person, I have to say. Let's try and find a magical view here. Anything? Oh, that's kind of gorgeous, isn't it? Let's keep it at that. I appreciate that anyone who's like, I've kind of listed this one on the gaming channel. I've taken a big sort of grown-up step here. So some gamers who are interested in No Man's Sky might join in and find me reading poems while doing sod all. Anyway, I'm going to read one more poem, or maybe a couple more poets by someone else. I bought a new book, this one here, by Emma Hammond. It's called Valor. It's published by Broken Sleep Press. So normally I read poems by a dead poet, and then I read poems by a living poet. So Emma Hammond is one of my favourite living poets, and just, you know, a person that I am incredibly fond of, I have to say, just as a poet, and she's a cool person too. And I don't like to blow my own trumpet. I edited her first collection, which was great. It's one of my favourite experiences as an editor, even though I probably could have done it in half a time if I wasn't, but I just knew nothing about editing, to be fair. So where's that planet gone? There was a nice view of a sort of nice starry planet. What's going on? So I'm just going to do my look around. There it is. It's moving across the sky, that's why, obviously. Ah, it's obscured by a cloud. There you go, sort of a Saturn-looking planet there. So I thought I'd read a couple of poems by Emma, and then I'll read. Then I'll just get started on the playing and writing, and yeah, it looks quiet, but I quite like it when it's quiet, I have to say. I try not to look too much at my stream summary. Okay, so this is a poem by Emma Hammond. It's the first poem in her book. It's called Fog, and I think it does something really clever at the end, but I'll read it out first. There is a decent amount of stillness in snow, and also in the yellow of daffodils. It would be easy to say they remind me of you, but they don't. The crown of each burns. All around, people are effortlessly people. Some elsewhere. Poets are ghosts. It is not especially romantic. Stillness and the urge to participate, hoping the snow sits, casting out lines, always wonky, the agony. Sounds good, does it? Yet right at the crux, bright amber, suspended, knowing our faces are lunatic gaps in some bottomless armour. So far into absurd that cash is unfathomable, hearts birthing, bright from our sleeves like hernia. Still, they need to be part of it, to have existed, to never forget that we are slipping away, all miracle, vivid and extra, skin and light, experiments in weather, to touch, to write it right, staying open in the only way we. I'll tell you why this poem's really clever. Like, check out the verse breaks. I don't know how visible that is. I know I should use a bigger camera. Apologies if you're watching this on your phone. But yeah, I love that see that stanza break after still. I kind of like that because it's talking about silence within things, and then she writes the word still, comma, and there's the verse break, so there's the white space of the page. And maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't think so, just because of, again, to touch, to write it right, staying open in the only way we, and then just this, the poem ends halfway through a sentence and there's all this white space, but it's that idea about staying open, the sort of miracles of humans, the entropy of being an animal, the entropy of being a living thing. Somehow you are this continuum of ideas, thoughts, actions. You know, if you're born a human being, you even get the advantage of being able to frame a sort of narrative or fit into narratives. And I just like this poem. I like the way that I like it when people do pretentious things with the white space of the page, and I like it when people get a bit zen with their poems. Hey. Hello Sylvester, how's it going? Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to read one more, then I'm going to start exploring and writing. Actually, two more. I'm going to read two more of Emma's because I think she's fantastic. Okay. There's some really good ones in here. I've got to be careful though, because sometimes she writes stuff. Has anyone read Walden by Henry David Thoreau? This is like a... Thank you very much. Well, it's Emma's poem, Emma Hammond, Valor. Okay, next one is Walden. And I like it. She basically seems to have condensed the entire novel of Walden into a very short poem. So I'll read it now. Night-clothed, overseer, manor-wise, woodchuck, noonday, elm tree, hilltop, toadstools, woodside, saddle-brow, homemade, beanfield, low-lived, doorsill, indweller, beggar ticks, huckleberry, pickerelweed, piecemeal, butterflies, sapwood, drill barrow, John's wort, fir trees, goldenrod, tiptoe, woodchopper, scarecrow, half-witted, empty-handed, no one, echo. She's a bit good, isn't she? Okay. And this is the last one I'm going to read from here. I don't even have to read it. Let's just look at it. Look at that. Folk poem. Clean Me. Also available in white. I wish my wife was as dirty as this. Just in case people don't know, it's the stuff that people write with their fingers in dirty white vans. I was out with my kids the other day. Yeah, I'm going to stay in first person here. I was out with my kids the other day, and we went past one of those white vans where obviously some local vagabond had written the words "Clean Me" on it, and my daughter thought it was the most hilarious but clever Wildian wit she'd ever read in her life. And I didn't want to ruin it for her, but like that's what everyone writes. It's a rite of passage in any rubbish town to find a dirty van and write one of those three things on there. Clean me, I wish my wife was as dirty as this. Or the other one, forgot my name, that also comes in white. There we go. So we've got some business in here. I think firstly I need to write some haiku. Just to shake off the rust. Or some No Man's Sky-ku, I should say. What's going on with that planet there? I love it. Okay. Let's get my writing page up. I've still got some leftovers from last week here. Okay. Cut price Saturn. I try and read these out as I write them. In a cut price Saturn becomes a fine line sketch in a blood blot sky. Anything else to write before I go in and take care of business with my scientist? This is a plant called heplatioid wheat, but it looks like a Riddler. It looks like a Riddler question mark. I feel like I want to write about this. I should analyse it actually. It's impulse beans. Let's harvest. Oh, my inventory's full. Okay, I can't harvest my impulse beans. Okay. I love it. Is that what a question is? It is a question an impulse bean. Impulse beans hang from a question mark vine. Begs an answer. My inventory is full, so I need to go see my robot. My science officer, kind of basically, he's some kind of AI robot thingy, and part of this mission. So I've got these two. Look, I feel a bit. I do feel rotten. I feel like a manipulative capitalist here because we're going to go into my base, right? And we're going to see what the situation is. I haven't even got a proper door in this thing. Doesn't seem to matter though. These poor dudes here, look, this is it. This is my staff. They just stand there all day working. Look at this. Got this one here. Forgotten his name. Let's go say hello. Hello. Oh, he's waving. Navigator. Have you spent time among the Vakeen? You could learn from their pointless struggle, their inane war against the Sentinels. It is the fate of all to destroy their worlds, traveller. You know when you work with someone and they seem quite friendly, and then you find out they have a real, you know, nasty prejudice. Like after a few days, and they get a bit cosy. You find out that they're kind of like they have slightly, I don't know, xenophobic or just prejudiced views about some kind of group of people, and that's what this chap's like. He seemed all right at first, and I felt a bit guilty about having him working at his little station all day, even though he keeps telling me he enjoys it. But you know, he seems to not be very tolerant of other cultures, does he? So, you know, look at his little beaky face though. Okay, let's go to this next. So look, so that's him. Even me, I forgot what we said last. So this latest pronouncement troubles me. I've no lust to destroy worlds. Any weapons I've built have been for my own protection, haven't they? Oh, should I ask about the Vy'keen or my fate? I'm not a vain person, so tell me more about the Vy'keen. These people that you seem to have a irrational resentment of. You know all about the Vy'keen, traveller. Do you not remember? There's a sort of amnesia narrative from my character, who seems to have known this dude before. So yeah. Okay, I'm thinking. So here, this one here. Look at him. I should write about him before I revive him. Analyst entity Ephremi. So Ephremi had lost contact with his people. He got quite worried about it, so he asked me to kind of take out his personality core, take it to a tower and upload it, which I did. But the tower kind of gave a bit of feedback where it kind of said, I can't remember what, it detected this other place I've been going to. I know I'm very good at retelling this story, I'm not a novelist, don't sue me. And now it's kind of like, oh, isolate him. And it said some kind of message basically saying they're out to get you, they're going to attack. So that made me feel good. But now look at him, he's sitting there. I have his personality in my inventory, and he is just a hollow shell that I am looking at right now in front of his. So I should write about that. I feel I should. Ephremi. The entity known as Fremi, not a haiku, this will be a free verse type thing, is slouched. Is slouching upright. The entity known as Fremi is slouching upright. I have ripped out his personality core. I've ripped out his personality core and tried broadcasting him to the stars. Who wouldn't want to be ripped? Not pride. Oh, that's not bad though. That could be an pride is good actually. Thank you, autocorrect. Every now and again you do me a service. From corporeal lodgings and spread thin as pollen across the cosmos on the promise of being returned to their cozy sensual lodgings. That's a shit line, isn't it? It can be edited. That's the key to writing. It can be redrafted. I am back now. Cosmos was not interested in receiving him. I will wake him with bad news. Right then, let's see what happens then, shall we? Okay. Analyst entity Fremi. Right, we insert core. Trapped inside the data core, I have no way of knowing how the Korvax has taken the account at the transmitter. I think that's his people, the Korvax. Oh, he's back. Hello. Hands on the old hips. He seems alright. Shell reconnection in progress. Oh, he's rebooting. 1 hour 20. He must be in Windows XP or something. I suppose it's... What am I... Yeah. Well, it seems alright even though he's rebooting. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? I've got some tasks. I'll do my tasks and write my poems. You got anything to say? Slightly xenophobic alien boy. Oh, he's already said that to me. I'm not asked about my fate this time. And then... Alright, he doesn't know. Right, let's look at my missions. There's other stuff I can do. This is my planet. This is my lush, not trying to kill me all the time planet. Pretty. Look at all the stuff I've got. I've got a spaceship. I mean, to be fair, you start the game with a spaceship, but I've also got a little crashed car thing there. Took me ages to learn how to drive it. Right. Where am I going to go? I could go into space. Let's see what my missions are. Log. Yeah, I can't do the scientist. I've returned to my... Okay, expanding the base. Construct a micropressor for the overseer. I will. Aromatic metal and carbon nanotubes. Okay, so I can't do anything because the scientist is rebooting. What am I going to do? Okay, back to this one. So this is my main quest. So there's this dodgy alien called Apollo, who's made up of like these geometric shapes, and he's asked me to do some stuff. Apollo has asked me to upgrade my equipment by obtaining blueprints from a multi-tool technology trader. It's dangerous work hunting sentinels. I need to be prepared for anything. Ah, I've got to install something. Okay. I'm going to install a force field. Jesus. What do I need? Iron battery winding. Okay. Right. I know how to make these things. I think I've got to buy a wiring loom for a space station. Okay, let's go to space. Off this bloody planet and into the cosmos even. Right. Okay, shoot a few asteroids just because it's a good laugh.
No free stocks in ship inventory.
Right, where's this space station? I didn't actually have to do. I've got a little portal in my I've got a little portal in my little base, but I totally forgot. Okay, here we go. But let's go to the space station. Somehow I'm able to fly through meteors as well. I'm gonna buy some wiring looms and a pot noodle. Oh, I'm gonna have a fight. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Right, where are they? Yeah, let's bring them on. Bring them on. Where are they? Where are they? Here they are. Let me at them. Where are they? I can't even see them. Oh Christ, they're shooting at me. Okay, where is he? Easted, where's your mate? Where's your mate? There you are. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. He's next, he's next. Where's your boy? Oh, it's one here. I'm gonna get you, you space pirate prick. Where is he? Die! It's a bit. It's got some moves. I'll give him this one. I'll give him that. Right, come here. Die. Die. I said. And defeated. Right. Where's this space I was going to? Then I can write another poem in the base. Can wind up a few aliens. That was fun, wasn't it? Hello, Coverdale. Yeah, I don't know. They've done a few updates. They've done a few updates to the Wild West in Red Dead 2. And yeah, and the cowboys look a bit different as well. Where's this pig in base? Good to see you, Mr. Coverdale. Good to see you on the platform owned by Amazon, by Google, rather than the platform owned by Amazon. It's still evil, isn't it? But slightly more accessible. Really good to see you. I read a bit more from that Hiroaki Sato book a little while ago on haiku, and there's one poet who was a bit of an anti-war poet, even though he had to serve in the war, in the Indo-Pacific War in World War II, and yeah, it's one of my favourite haiku I found in the... Let me just get in this base. Let me just get in this base, you know. Here we go. Who used to play Elite on the ZX Spectrum? There we go. Right. Didn't know about that Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is owned by Amazon. They were bought out by Amazon. And then, yeah, and obviously YouTube is Google. So, yeah. Hence why you can kind of get Prime Gaming memberships and stuff, and Amazon are going to be doing a big cloud gaming thing soon as well. Right, so we're in a base. I need to buy a few supplies before I go back to my proper base, or back on my planet. So yeah, let me show you my lad. There we go. This is me. This dude keeps on asking me for a job, but I can't employ him yet. I think he's a farmer. Oh. Let's get a word off him. Okay. So yeah, the poem I read earlier, which I quite liked. Where is it? Sad gas. We've all expelled some sad gas. They seem to communicate with gases, and they know how to make gases make you feel different emotions. But I know you bought this book. This is the ebook version of it. But there we go. There's the best haiku in the book so far, I think. Read that one. Good haiku. There we go. That's page. What page is that? Page 171 if anyone's interested. Okay, I need to buy some thread, then I'll get back to reading some more poems. Writing some more poems even. Pardon me. That's what I want. I haven't got enough money. I need to sell some gold. You just get gold from blowing up asteroids, which is convenient. Just sell it all. Oh Christ, what am I doing? Gold. Okay, now I can buy my looms. Let's buy 2. Oh Christ.
No free slots in ship inventory. Product received.
Thank you. Now I can go back and build my things. It's class poem, isn't it? Yeah, I love it. He's a bit good, this guy, that guy. Forgotten his name already. As I said, he was a man who had to fight in the wars, but he wasn't too happy about it, and said so in his poetry. Okay, rather than fly back to my base, I'm just going to cheat. Oh, I'm enterprising. Where am I going? I'm going. So I can just go through a portal. So this is a game called No Man's Sky. Came out in, I think it came out in 2016, 2017. And when it came out, it was the most overhyped game ever, because it's basically just a promise you can go to like in any planet in an infinite universe. And it made all these promises that it couldn't deliver. But since then, they've been developing the game, and it was always a small team, and I think that wasn't really their fault. I think it was the publishers started overhyping it, and then the journalists started overhyping it, and then these poor people who'd never been in the limelight before just kept on going, yeah, yeah. And then the game came out, and but the cool thing is they've just been working hard at this game, improving it for years, and now it's a really good little game. Well, a big game technically, because you have this potentially infinite universe that you go into. Okay, I am going to this one here. That's your favourite from that book so far. An outrage. A man viewing cherry blossoms with a sword on. Love it. Mukai. Kyorai. I love Sato's translations. I love his single line, very economic. I think they're sometimes quite literal, his translations, but there's not much garnishing of them. There's not much respecting of his sensibilities of the Western ear in his haiku. That's what I quite like about him. Okay, I'm going to make something now. Okay, I got that. Good. Now I've got to make one of these iron battery. How do I make that? Looking. Oh no, everything's full up. For God's sake. It's nothing more thrilling than someone playing a game and doing live inventory management. Okay, get rid of this at least. Okay, now. Oh, I can craft. Good. Excellent. Now I can craft this thing that I'm meant to craft. Oh, I've got to make another one of them. Where is it? It's here. Okay, another one. 2. Okay. That one. This is something that's going to give me more protection when I'm fighting these things called sentinels. Okay, install technology. Yep. And What? Why is it flashing? Okay, I've installed. Ah, I've got to install the other one. Right, install. Okay. I'm going to do some more writing in a second. One of too many suns is dimmed by a too many cloud. I am free to name them both. That's way too long to be a haiku. No one's fooling any one of those 3 lines. Good looking game though, good looking game. Right. I was going to say, anyone who's watching, right, if you want to do me a favour, if you are on your way out of this stream or whatever, if you can hit the like button. I feel so cheap saying that. I feel like one of those YouTubers. But if you're able to hit the like button, the little thumbs up button, you will help me, because it will make my stuff more visible, basically. So if you want to do me a little favour, whether you're hanging around or whether you're going off and doing something else, if you can hit that little like button. I don't produce that many videos, so I won't dominate your feed, I promise. That would be cool. Oh, I think I might get my pets out. I've got some pets. My first pet is oh, yeah, creatures. Where is he? This one. Let's do this one first. Big one. Big lad, look at him. I haven't named him. Hello, boy. He's like a giant space hippo duck thing. So, he's pretty cool, isn't he? Look, I can ride on him. Come here, boy, come here. What's he doing? I better make him some food. I've got no room. Got too much stuff in here. Oh, I can get rid of that. Drop. Okay, now animal pellets. Now I feed him. Come here, boy. Give treat. Now he's happy. Now he will let me ride him. And off we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So move faster with right stick. Here we go. Let's go for a gallop. So I'm galloping on my duck hippo around this planet. Look at that. Ain't he gorgeous? Yeah, it is a bit like that, isn't it? A bit of giant space platypus. I like that. Just let him do his thing, innit? Let me write something while this is happening. He's kind of got a hippo face, isn't he? Space Platty Ducky Billy Potter. Space Platty Ducky Billy Pottermus. Let's turn that into one word. If I've done anything today, I've written out that word. Space Platty Ducky Billy Hippopotamus. Is carrying a space person over lush grass. Oh god, what's going on with the camera here? Here we go. Between fat, red leaved trees. On a planet with no concept of autumn. That's going nowhere, isn't it? So that's him. Let's summon the other one. Now there's a risk here that my other pet might try killing him. I don't know if it can. This one here. Him. Oh, the other one's gone. He seems to like me, but I've got to say I did think he was going to eat me at first. So he's like a weird kind of horn lizard tiger. I guess I should treat him somehow as well. Let's make some pellets for him. There we go. But I got to say, I made him my pet because I suspected he wanted to eat me. But he doesn't. Right, give treat. Now he loves me. Oh, I can induce an egg. Oh, look at him. He does love me though, doesn't he? We've all learned something. I haven't got the comments on my screen today. I forgot to arrange it all properly, so I have to look down at my phone. But I like it. I like looking down and seeing a little bon mot waiting for me. Let's induce an egg. Is there an egg? He's like, oh my god. Okay. I've got an egg. What do I do with this? Nice one, mate. That looked painful. Oh, he's hungry now. He's feeling ravenous, but I haven't got any creature pellets, and I've just filled up my inventory because I've got the egg. I need to drop something. Exosuit. What can I drop? I didn't think this out, did I? I didn't think this out. Come here, mate. Come here. Let's go to the spaceship. I'll give you some food if we go to the spaceship, or you can kill some other animal if you like. That wouldn't be bad, would it? Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Come on, boy. Oh, look, you got some buddies here. Okay. I'm always getting lost in this game. Ship, 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 ship. It is here. It's this way. Ooh. Let's learn a word. Okay, come on, mate. If you come with me to my spaceship, I'll put something away and give you some food. All right. What's his name? Homoto. Homoto or goatee lizard tiger. Oh, these things. These are good. These are good for oxygen. But they try poisoning you, so I'm just going to zap it. Out of the way, mate. I don't want to zap you. Oi, watch it. I guess I can't kill my pets. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. Right, to the ship. To the ship. I feel really bad about not feeding this creature. I've just made him squeeze out an egg. What I need to do is build another storage unit, so I'm going to do that here. It's a lot of busy work in this game. Okay. Right. First things first. Exosuit. Move. Yeah, put that there. Honestly, I really have to feed this virtual creature, otherwise I'll feel terrible. Oh, Christ. Creature pellets. Gotta love the old creature pellets. Right, where are you? Thank you for the egg. Wait, don't. Right. Hooray. Now I can ride him. Or her. Or it. Not as fun to ride as the platypus thingy, I have to say. Okay, so what kind of creature is this? It's like a goat, tiger, lizard. Not quite as many monsters stuck together. We've all got a virtual creature to feed. Mine is my ego. I make no bones about it. This is my whole reason for doing this right now. Right, okay, so. Goat, tiger, lizard, mama. That's not no autocorrect. No, it doesn't work like that. Squeezed out an egg for me. I have no idea what to do with it, so I offer an awkward gratitude, a useless egg of my own. Right, where are we going? Is this another knowledge stone that I've not... Ah. These things teach me words to deal with the aliens. So this is quite good. I'm going to see how my scientist is doing in a minute as well. Even though this land is quite barren, it still doesn't feel as barren and lacking in personality as the London in Watch Dogs Legion, I have to say. Right. What the hell's that? Oh, I can do that, yeah. Let me just zap a few stones. So we're talking about Amazon, owned by Twitch. There's some weird stuff in Twitch. Like, in Twitch... Maybe this is why I left Twitch, or not currently using Twitch at the moment. There's a phenomenon called hot tub streaming, on Twitch, where mainly young women, buxom young women, were wearing bikinis, and just streaming from these. There's not even hot tubs. Most of them, like, they can't afford hot tubs, so they've just got these inflatable pools in their living room that they get into and stream from it, and occasionally they'd have like a tiny little wardrobe malfunction, and if they do have a tiny, literally, like, if there's a slight shade of areola visible, they lose all their ability to make money from the stream. Men are allowed to show their nipples on Twitch, it's been decided, but women are not. So yeah, lots of these hot tub streamers are making lots of money, but if they do something slightly wrong, they lose all their money. So it's kind of a weird kind of gambling, I guess. And I feel quite sorry for them, I have to say. But I don't know what point I was making here. Oh yeah, Amazon, Twitch, apart from hot tub streamers. I've always find that strange, like, because ultimately there is this whole thing where young women stream and they play a game or something, but they'll maybe just wear some revealing clothing or something, and I'm guessing, like, kids, people pay them lots of money, and that's it. But it's just a bit weird because it's quite old school sort of. It's not like a full on, like, pornographic cam show, let's say. And I don't want to go into too much detail myself, but what I find funny is, don't the people that watch this and give lots of money to them understand what an internet is? Understand that basically anything maybe that's just their taste. Maybe they just like that. But I just find it funny. It's like people use Twitch not understanding of what, like, 80% of the internet is made of. Anyway, Amazon, exploitative working practices. These are my 2 staff members. They seem very eager. They literally have no living quarters. They live in this little rotunda, and they do my bidding. So let's have a look. Anything for me, mate? Oh, I don't get. He said that about 10 times to me. No, you're right. Okay, this one here. Hello, yeah, I like this dude. I actually yanked out his personality cord and broadcast him from a tower. Return to space to locate an abandoned building. Let's do this. Firstly, I need to build some more storage because my pockets are too full. You alright, mate? You're just going to hang around me now? Oh, let's pat him. Gently pat. It's not really patting, is it? That's like corona patting. That was socially distant patting. He's happy now, look at him. I thought he wanted to eat me. Right. Okay, I'm going to build another storage container. So exciting, isn't it? This is a world you can explore galaxies. You can do whatever you like. There's no limits to what you can do. I'm going to build another storage container. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fulfill my ambition to have my equivalent of Big Yellow self-storage on a remote planet. I got a reading with Roger Robinson sort of at the Brighton Festival, where it's like a panel rather than a reading. And last time I met Roger Robinson was at a Big Yellow self-storage in West Norwood. T.S. Eliot Prize winning author. Big Yellow self-storage. I've kind of lost all my tech. Ah, there we go. Storage. Shaboom. Right. Okay, I can build one of these. Good. Let's put it here. And I'm going to wire it up. Yeah, that's a good place to put it. Oh, shit. Right, okay. Excuse my French. Missing. What am I missing? Sodium. Oh, this is... Unfortunately, this is what happens in this game. Like, I can't go out and do something until I've, like, emptied my pockets. I can't empty my pockets until I've built myself some more storage. I can't build myself some more storage until I find some orange flowers. I'm going to ride my truck. Orange flower hunt in my truck. Sorry, lad. Need the proper vehicle here. So as you can see, there's been some dodgy parking. That'd be me. Right. Oh, Christ. I'm looking for anything that's sort of glowing slightly orange. If I find something like that, then I can get the materials that I need. Try not to run too many creatures over while I'm roaming around there. There we go, glowing orange flower, that's what I want, that's what I want. Oh, shooting. Some noxious gas. Okay. One of these. I think I need one more, and then I can build my thingy, build my storage. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. Back to that story. Roger Robinson in Big Yellow Self Storage, in West Norwood. Ah, there we go. That's pretty easy. I think I ran a creature over there. Right, there's a few things. There's a few hazardous fauna there I have to deal with first. that's in this game, not in West Norwood. There's plenty of hazardous fauna there as well. Right, in, and then this one. Then I'll ride my little car back. But yeah, Roger was there. Basically, Fliptide Publishing, we were keeping books in a big container in Big Yellow Self Storage in West Norwood. This is before we kind of went back to print on demand type stuff, or the technology became a bit more accessible. So all the books were in this little storage locker, and I think Roger needed some for a reading, so he met me there. Because he published his first two big collections, first two full collections of Flipped Eye. I think he had a book of fiction as well. So anyway, Christ. So I handed it over, but my God, this place was just like, it just wasn't good. It was a hellish place, Big Yellow Self Storage. One, because they were always playing Heart FM from very tinny speakers. So imagine like the horror of those opening bars of Let It Shine by Take That, which for me, like a lot of TV shows seem to begin with that. They seem to begin with those bars going ding 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 ding. And for me, whenever I hear those perky opening bars, it tells me straight away that the thing that follows is going to be shit, and I turn over. Anyway, hearing those perky opening bars when you're on very tinny speakers, when you're doing kind of just work where you're just picking up books, putting them in boxes, getting ready to post them, that's tedious enough. But everything there is painted yellow, all the doors, and the yellow is a kind of particular danger yellow, like put you on edge yellow. And I guess that's the whole point ultimately, right? It's a storage locker place. They don't want people living there, so it's designed, I think, for tinny Heart FM playing through these tinny trebly speakers all the time, and just the shrill yellowness of the environment. It's obviously so that no one's thinking like, oh, this is a nice place, but it's literally designed so someone would go like, I think I'd rather be homeless than try living here. Because they have had people, haven't they, try and live in storage lockers. Anyway, I was there with Roger, chatting about poetry. And yeah, one of those two poets went on to become quite successful. The other one, not so much. Okay, I'm going to build this storage now. This one won't be bright. Oh, I wonder if I can change the colour of it. Just in homage. In homage. I don't understand why there's a number there, but anyway, let's do this one. Right, I've got to hook it up to the electricity so I can do this here. Okay, get some wires. Tech. Power. There we go, one. I do. Oh, and the next one goes. Yeah. Okay, so that's powered. Now I can put the rest of my stuff in here. Then I can go into space. Then I can send my books off to the publishers. No, I can't. Okay, so this is where I keep my poetry books if I was out on a planet. Okay, storage locker. Open it up. What am I going to put in here? What's happened to my egg? Oh, I'll put it in the ship. Okay. I don't want my exosuit. Oh, I see. I've got to do it from the suit. I'm going to put these here for now. I should have put that in the other locker. Okay, that's enough space. Now I'm going to space. Exactly. Too busy writing, counting his prize money. You know. There's no immortality in that, I'm afraid. It's all about making storage lockers in video games and broadcasting it on YouTube. That's what it's about. Okay, now I'm going to go back into... Now I've got to go into space. Alright. Weird fat-legged alien things. Up we go. Okay. I've got an abandoned building here that I have to raid. This is another one of those planets that's just deadly and tries killing you. I haven't written some poems for a while, have I? These last two were just terrible. Some of the haiku were good earlier. I'll say that myself. Okay. I'm going to write biography just about literary figures and the mundane places where I've met them. One of my favourite celebrity stories. I hear a lot of stories from people that end up sort of in the vicinity of Nick Cave and end up being really starstruck around him, and how he ends up being quite nice and helpful. So one of them was another poet, actually. He told me, I won't name them, but they were in Brighton. They're in a cafe, and Nick Cave was just there ahead of him in the queue. No, he was behind them in the queue, and they got to the point where they had to speak to someone to order things. But they were too kind of starstruck knowing Nick Cave was right by them, so they couldn't say anything, and they were kind of there, and then they kind of looked at him, and then they looked away, and then he just kind of like said, "Excuse me, is there anything I can do to help you?" No, like went, no, this is alright, it's not by like that. But the really good Nick Cave Starstruck story was told to me by the poet Brian Baker. It didn't happen to him, it happened to his mate. And his mate was at Victoria Station. Nick Cave lives in Brighton, doesn't he? So I think he gets the train to Brighton and between Brighton and London quite a lot. So he's there at the station, his mate's there, big Nick Cave fan. He's with his girlfriend. And then he sees Nick Cave just stood outside Burger King in Victoria Station. And he's like, it's Nick Cave, I want to see it, I can't do it. He just clams up, he's too nervous. In the end, his missus, his girlfriend, goes up, chats to Nick Cave. And I don't know what's happening with this terminal. Oh, I've got to pick up this crap again. So anyway, his girlfriend chats to Nick Cave. And Nick Cave looks over at him and gestures him over. And the bloke walks up to Nick Cave. And he goes to open his mouth. But it happens, he's starstruck, he can't say anything. He's met his hero, and he's just a gibbering fool. And there's a moment of uncomfortable silence, and then Nick Cave just looked at him and he said, would you like a chip? I love that. I genuinely love that. Okay. Can I... There's some nasty stuff growing around this terminal. Yeah. Oh, I found a body. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. If there's a species like it, then I hope they're all dead, like this one. It's not encouraging stuff. I like these games when it's just nice, docile exploration, not stuff that's going to kill me. At first I thought it's some tragic remnant of a matter transfer tech malfunction, a cage of bones and flesh studded with random patterns of crooked teeth and roomy, lidless eyes. But no, I don't want to meet this thing. But no. Some horror of Twisted Evolution warped by cruel nature. It's waiting for me outside, isn't it? There, like, looking at his watch. I can't wait but figure what it would have looked like alive. I cannot help but fear that it will live again. Well, let's have a little look for it, shall we? Yeah, it was a class response by Nick Cave. That's I think if ever any of us ends up in the catastrophe of fame, we should learn from those Nick Cave stories. Okay, I'm going to analyse the data log. Okay, what's that then? Right. I've got to go back to the space station. A lot of running around hither and thither. I like that description of that alien thing. That was pretty cool. I hope never to meet it. But, yeah. Got a bit Lovecraftian for a second there. That's not something I can zap. I can zap these. Oh, actually, I should identify it first. Keep thinking it says Unix received. Yeah, so no Darren. I had to take a break from Red Dead 2. It was getting way too familiar, and it's a massive game, so I think it takes a long time, but it finally happened. It was getting way too familiar for me. Had to move on to other games. So I've just been doing this whistle-stop tour of other games since then. Oh, one of my lights went out. There we go. Right. Very, very important that I get the lighting just right in this. So it looks a little bit less like a hostage video. Okay, to the space station. Not enough. See what I mean? Crafting. Right. So we've still got that stupid egg as well. I've got to make some rocket blaster launcher thingies. One of these. What do I need? Metal plating. And now make another one here. got enough dehydrogen. Might have to dip into my stash of uranium. Oh, there we go. Loads of dehydrogen. Perfect. Right there, right in front of my face. Okay. Hopefully I'll have enough of this blue stuff. Oh, I should have scanned that before I killed it. Okay, have I got enough now? Yes, I have. Put that into the old spaceship. Right. A lot of inventory management going on here. Jetpack. Back on the ship. Where's this pig in space station? There it is. Okay, hopefully I won't have any more pirates. Actually, bring the pirates on. Make short work of them. Right. Approach the space station. Get out. Write a poem. Is someone shooting at me? What's going on? Ooh. Right, sorry, the controller did some fancy vibration on my leg, and I genuinely thought something had, anyway. Fancy vibration on my leg. I've not written anything for ages, so I'm just going to have to start writing the lines. Some highlights of the bollocks I've been talking for the past 20 minutes. My leg. Highlights of the crap I've spoken for ages. Fancy vibration on my leg. Big yellow sled. Storage. I wish it was, but it's not. Self-storage is not a home. Nick Cave offers the world a chip. Okay, I need to get a multi-tool. It's up here. There is a stairway, but like, seriously, if you've got a jetpack, why take stairs ever again? I don't understand why stairs exist in a world of jetpacks. You? Him. Okay, I've got to speak to him. Firstly, let's just examine that question. Why do stairways, thank you autocorrect, exist in a world that contains jetpacks? I'm going to write some reasons. It'll be a list poem. I'm drawing a blank. Why do stairways exist in a world with jetpacks? Because there's no inherent suffering within jetpacks to bring meaning into our lives. That's reason number one. Why do stairways exist in a world where world that contains jetpacks? Because stairs don't murder the environment. That's another reason. Why do stairs exist in a world that contains jetpacks? It's harder to kill with a jetpack and make it look like an accident. That's another good reason. Any others? Why do stairs exist in a world that contains jetpacks? Because some arseholes still won't provide a lift. Right, I can continue that in a minute. Let's just do this multi-tool research. What am I doing with you? Yep. I don't understand any of that, mate. Yep, okay. He's happy with me. Okay, yep. Install my upgrade module. Where is it? I can't see it. Got to do it here, but I've got no room in my technology tab. Oh, I have actually here. Okay. No. Let's move some of this to my other thing, to my let's move the egg back. Oh, I'm a bit stuck here. Don't know how am I meant to do this. Open the inventory. Yeah, done that. With X. Do I have to move this somewhere? I've got nowhere to put it. All that pouncing around, and I've got nowhere to put it. Here. Okay. Yeah, bastard. Don't want to go on IGN and look this up, you know. Not everyone's got sad gas. We all want some sad gas right now. I hear there's happy gas as well. Right. I'm stuck. Actually, is that a reason for like jetpacks? I think I'm going to include that as a reason for the jetpack, so I'll acknowledge you here. Coverdale. No. It belongs there anyway. No, it's good. It's a good one. Sorry, I was my feet, my eyes are off the chat. I'm looking. See, just got the. I'm relying on my phone for the chat today. Right. Open the inventory of X. Begin the installation of an upgrade module with X. Yeah, but I've got like, where the bloody hell is it? I have to do it in my multi-tool. I wonder if I can buy an extra slot. I can. I don't even know what that is. Can you sell me an extra slot, mate? I think we're here. We're here. Cool. God, this must be so dull to watch. Okay. Purchase new slot. Now we're ready. Okay, got those. What do I need? Carbon now. It just doesn't bloody end, does it? Okay. I'll do it in the spaceship. Carbon nanotubules. I can't remember how many it needed. How many? 3, for God's sake. Okay, 3. 1. Yes, here we go. So this dude sells junk. Anyone else I can say hello to? Right. Oh, actually, you know what? I can just go through the... Got a text from my nephew asking if I've got Ark Survival Evolved. I haven't. Ark Survival Evolved is a survival crafting game where you're on a planet with dinosaurs. And can't answer a text right now, so sorry if you're watching, mate. But no, I haven't got it. It's meant to run like absolute poo on the Switch. Hopefully you've not got it on the Switch. But I'm not good at survival games, I have to say. Right. Over here, this is where I'm going. I say hello to this dude. Warrior Hum. Yep. Interloper, that's not a very nice thing to call me. Nah, you're right. To my... Back to my base. Okay. Anyway, I think that's enough reasons. So what reasons have we got? Why do stairways exist in a world that contains jetpacks? Because there is no inherent suffering within jetpacks to bring meaning into our lives. It's true, jetpacks are just pure joy. Because there is no inherent... because stairs don't murder the environment. It's harder to kill with jetpack and make it look like an accident. It's a very good point. I'm sure there's ways. Install your upgrade... What upgrade module? Oh, for God's sake, I've got to go back to this place. Okay. Oh, I see. Basically a gun. It's like it's getting me ready for a battle. Okay, back into space to contact Apollo. I'm in space. Oh. Because there is no need to hurry. Okay. Gonna ask who they are. You will find us when the time is right. What's the point in getting contact then? Oh, incoming message. This is Apollo. Look at him with his little triangle head. Happy? Make sure you are. This job isn't going to be a small one. You might not be heading back to that base of yours for a while. I'm going to decline then. I'll find you in a minute. Right. Back to my space station, I think. Do a few more things. Finish my stream. Done. 20 minutes. I'm not feeling, I've got to say, I've got runny nose, sore throat, got some proper lurgy from one of my young'uns, definitely, from the bio warfare environment that they call a school. It's not corona, but maybe I'll do a lateral flow tomorrow for shits and giggles. I've got lateral flow tests, but I've kind of like, I feel I should only use them. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. But yeah, I thought I'd use a lateral flow test where I'm actually going somewhere. You know, when I'm actually going to be in an environment where people would be happy to hear that I've basically tested negative. Well, maybe I'll test it out tomorrow, just to see. Have you lateral flowed yourself, Coverdale? There we go. I've got the kit. Ah, you're getting a jab Sunday week. Excellent, mate. Excellent. It's weird. It's really slow in some areas and then really fast in others. Like it's 70%. You know, like how it's 70% for first jabs now, isn't it? The whole adult population. So that had me feeling quite confident, feeling quite good. And then I looked it up for my area, Southwark. Christ, that's leaving it last minute. So I looked up Southwark. And 40% in London, you know, in a very busy, well-populated borough of South London. I don't know if it's I've no idea. It's meant to be that people are quite slow getting doses to London, so right. How's this dude doing? Have you finished your rebooting? No, he's just going to be xenophobic again. I get it. You've got a problem with the Vakeen. You need to stop going on about him, mate. I said as I ask about the Vakeen. Okay. Let's look at my missions. Yep, microprocessor for the overseer. How do I do that? Let's have a look. Crafting. All right, back to my storage. So I've got room. Okay, I'm gonna do that later. I just wanna put stuff away. Put my egg in here. Anything else? I can get rid of this as well. Okay. Now let's see if I can craft one of these things that it wants me to craft, and maybe Science Dude will want to chat to me then. What do I need to make a microprocessor? 1 carbon nano, easy peasy. Yeah. Cooking with gas. I should have done this ages ago. Yes. What now? Oh, I've got to make 2. Oh, I've got to make another one of these. Okay, and now. Right, got 2. Go see the scientist. These poor 2 dudes that just work here forever. I feel more sorry for the robot dude having to work with a racist. Alright, okay. Yep. I'm ready to take the next step, yep. It is literally a postcode. That's about the old jabs, isn't it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's mental. Right. I know some people that, like, before I got my first jab, and I'm in my mid-40s, and I knew 30-somethings who'd already had their second jab booked. Yep. Thank you. I've got to make a weapons terminal now. A research station tailored to the needs of armourers and equipped for the development of munitions and explosives, as well as selected civilian tech. Pugnium. I've only got 1 of them. How the hell do I get pugnium? Okay, yep. Now, a life form species, you punish it, reward it, reshape it in time. This guy's just a bit off key, isn't he? Oh, okay. Right, expanding the base. Acquire pugnium, which means I've got to destroy sentinel drones. Which means I've got to improve my weapon. Pardon me. Belching a lot today. Okay. I feel like I'm hitting a wall with this game already, and it's early days for me. So I need to kill a sentinel. Can I do a scan? Maybe I can just find him in space or something. Also, I need to equip my weapon, so I need some ammo. I think I've got in here. Ammo. This is it, ammo. Right, now. So that's number 1. Personal force field. Okay. And mining beam. Okay. Bolt caster. This is the gun. This is the gun. Okay. I saw a better upgrade for that, but I don't know what happened to it. Yep, I got those. Oh, okay, what do I do? I can craft more. Okay. From ferrite dust. Okay. So now I've got to find these things called sentinels, which are these big defensive bastard robots that kill everything. Kill them. And then I will get this substance called pugnium. And then I can move on. Yep. Got to find some sentinels. Where are they? Oh Christ. I'm a bit on the piss of this though, spaceship as well. Come on, give me a little mission marker, make it easy for me. Bloody game. I do enjoy this game, but I don't know if it makes them... I enjoy playing it, I enjoy all the busy work. But I don't know if it makes for scintillating viewing, I have to say. It's pretty cool though. It just it's basically a procedurally generated universe, so you basically get your own planets. So it uses an algorithm just to generate the planets, entire planets, and an entire galaxy as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, where is it then? Where is it? No comment. It's not you know what I mean, like, I've got to say, watching someone play, you know, like the whole Red Dead thing, because it's just these well scripted characters, believable, designed, whereas something that's kind of procedurally generated, it's just not as good fun. It's the same with Watch Dogs actually. Sod it, let's dive out of No Man's Sky and let's just quickly play something else. Tell you what, just for you, Coverdale. Let's see how Darren's doing, shall we? Just save it, because I think that's what you came here for. Bit of Darren. I think I've forgotten all the controls. Anyway, Red Dead Redemption 3 should come out in about 15 years' time. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5, and I got it lined up. Where are we? Just for you, we'll say hello to Darren. I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. For one, well, I'm lining it up to play it, and one reason why I want to play it is one because they've got this great ancient island expansion, but they've got a map of England around the time of the Viking conquests, I guess, and it's meant to be the London in Assassin's Creed is very good. It's spelled Lunden. Okay, I'm slow remembering how to do this again. Where's Darren?
How is it with you? I'm right next. I'll pray for you.
Oh, someone said he's going to pray for me. Oh.
Hey, mister. Good day.
Oh, he seems nice, doesn't he?
Hey.
Where's,
Ma'am?
How do you do?
okay, where's this horse? There he is. Where is he? He's over here somewhere. I can see him on the map. Hello, boy. Here he is. There we go. Mr. Coverdale's missed you.
Good boy.
There we go. Pat. And feed. Got to give him the full works, you know what I mean? Full Monty. There he is. Right. On we get. Oh yeah, it's one way to get on. We'll ride very slowly and gently through the streets of Saint Denis so we don't end up, you know, wanted by the police. Because I do tend to get killed in Saint Denis. Last time I played this, I assassinated a trumpet player. I think I found the trumpet player that I could hear. Maybe the first time you watched me playing this. I found him. And without even thinking about it, just put a bullet in his head. And, well, as you can imagine, it didn't go down well with the locals. Wonder if he's still about. You've got all these stupid people that are trying to get killed as well.
Wish whiskey grew on trees.
I wish whiskey grew on trees. Let's go wind up an alligator. How do I do it? I've forgotten how to do this. Alligator, where are you? I know there's somewhere around here. Is that one there? I know there's a few round here. That's the back of the mayor's mansion there. I can't go from writing bad poems about space brain to writing cowboy poems. Nice little rotunda here. I think I'm trespassing probably. Gators, where are you? I'm still trespassing, so I'm going to go this way. Okay. You know what? It's after 10, and I have to say, I did this just for you, just to give you some Darren action. Where is he? But now, I think it's time for me to say hello to this dude, actually.
Mister? Hey there. You're putting in a shift there.
Only life I know.
It's real fine to see.
So long.
There's Darren. Okay, Darren, say goodbye to Mark. I gotta say, I think I wrote some better poems last week. Although I do quite like some of the nonsense poetry I wrote. I think it was the haiku and the poem about the Ephremi, who was the guy whose core I re-uploaded. I was quite into that one. Anyway. You've got a GTA poetry film project on at the minute. Tell me about that. Go on. Sorry, I missed that. I missed that comment. That sounds amazing. There you go, Darren. What a horse. I think he's lost his name, hasn't he? Yeah, it's just called Tennessee Walker, but it's still Darren. He just kind of like... I don't know, we said some stuff. Anyway, you're going to have to tell me at some point about your GTA. I was explaining Grand Theft Auto to the missus, and she heard about this really horrible thing, which is in Grand Theft Auto 3. Because, you know, Grand Theft Auto, yeah, you go around killing people and stuff like that. It's fine, whatever.
Hey there.
Howdy.
But one of the more controversial, oh, it's a secret. Okay. Fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. But there was something about Grand Theft Auto, and I was explaining that basically what you could do in Grand Theft Auto is that if you got a sex worker in your car and then drove to a distant spot, the car would start rocking up and down, and your health would go up, but your money would go down. So I guess they kind of used sex workers for a certain dynamic for regaining health. So far, yeah, sketchy. But basically people worked out that they could also shoot the person after they got out of the car and then take their money back, which isn't as good. But I think what I found funny about it, not the killing bit, but the just the dynamic, literally, of the car going up and down and your money going down and your health going up, was that it's meant to be Grand Theft Auto. It's like this crazy in-your-face game, and yet the mechanic for sex was ultimately really dull and just economical almost. Money going down, health going up. The car is rocking. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to play Grand Theft Auto 5 as well at some point. I know I have to. Especially, I think I was going to play it before Grand Theft Auto 6 came out, because that's what I did with Red Dead Redemption 2. I played Red Dead 1 for the first time ever before Red Dead 2 came out, and I thought that was a good way of doing it. Not really. It covers post-industrial society, factoryism, the Bosnian War, nationalism, all manner. It looks beautiful. Cool. Okay. I am going to go now because I think I need to sleep. I've also got my last day of the academic year. I've still got marking, but my last day of teaching. Luckily, it's only tutorials, no lectures. So, yeah. No whiskey for me tonight. There's no Japanese whiskey just because of me feeling a bit bleh. But, yeah, I haven't got a very busy day tomorrow, so it's sort of busy, but not as full on busy as other days when I have had to talk about something for an hour twice. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Sorry if it felt like a bit of an underwhelming stream. Maybe it's just the game. Maybe it's No Man's Sky. I don't know. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Have a very good one. Not your own children. Yeah, not my own children. They're just the ones giving me this bloody germ warfare. I quite like the whole teaching teenagers, well, 20-somethings by distance learning at the moment. Yeah, so next time I go back, I'll be on campus, hopefully, which I'm actually really looking forward to. I miss it. I actually miss face-to-face teaching. I kind of enjoyed... I won't lie to say that instead of getting on a train and going to North London and then going into a lecture theatre or a classroom and giving a lecture, you know, dropping off the kids to school and then just getting on a computer and giving my lecture at home was pretty cool. But the limits of teaching online, I'm very aware of them now, and I'm not an open university lecturer, and so I am looking forward to being physically in the same space as all these fully vaccinated 20-somethings in October, hopefully. Yeah. Anyway, mate, your company was very much appreciated tonight, and to anyone else who's watching, have a good one. If anyone can hit the thumbs up on the way out, I know that's cheesy, I know that's tacky, but honestly, it will help. But other than that, have a good one, have a very good evening, and I'll see you next week when I'll try and do something more interesting. Oh yeah, and also, buy Emma Hammond's book. This is what I read from earlier. Valor by Emma Hammond. I've only read the first part so far, but Emma Hammond, for me, she always hits the spot. She's fantastic. Okay, have a very good evening. Take care.